Right, it's Friday. It's just after 11:30. I'm with Wanderers manager Marc White. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Right. We've obviously, since I last met you last Friday, we've had two games. So I'll just touch on those first. Obviously, last Saturday we welcomed Gateshead to Meadowbank and got a 1-0 home victory. And then on Tuesday we headed up to Dagenham and Redbridge and literally lost at the death. I think it's fair to say. 2-1. What was your thoughts on the two games, Marc?
Yeah, Gateshead. I thought watching it back, 11v11. We had a great start to the game. I think it's clear to see that we're gradually getting all of our boys back fit, which is nice. Bit of forming to do probably before we start performing, but I think we've got those names out there now that we want to get out there, and now it's just about building up some continuity, head of steam. Gateshead, yeah, listen, obviously the red card changes the game. We're worthy winners they're on in after that. Dagenham was eventful. I think for those that paid the entrance fee, worth waiting to the end. Listen, we went there. Obviously, football's a strategical thing, and off the back of 3 points on Saturday, we went there very much with no defeat in mind. Played a back four. Thought we got attacked. It's pretty good, yet weren't exhilarating stuff really going forward, but barring the first sort of 5-6 minutes, really comfortable. Silly mistake meant we went behind. Worked pretty hard, so good use of substitution to get back in the game. Got that equaliser, and then a huge sucker punch really. I mean, I've got to credit Dagenham for picking up that winner really, and I think, listen, when we look back at the end of the season, we'll look back at that game, and I'm already smiling about it. We're exuberant. We think we've nicked a point. There's no time to go. They nick the winner, and they're exuberant. So that's football. It's an entertainment sport. I think that's how that was. So we could have. We could and should have done better with that winner for sure. But if you watch it back slowly, there's a lot of things that kind of went against us in that moment. Mm-hmm. But you've got to look at it, and the one thing all managers in this league would stand by is how tough this league is. You're playing a Dagenham side away from home. This is only our second year in the division. We're playing Dagenham away from home. They've scored 8 goals against Eastleigh over the Christmas period. 8 goals, which was one of our reasons we sort of saw an away point as being a good result, and we so nearly got that. Eastleigh themselves nearly played Man United in the FA Cup, 3rd round proper, having a great season. This league is so tough. It don't matter who you're playing. No. Every manager, even Paul at Chesterfield, all of them would say you could be playing anybody in this division. It is a tough gig. So we're coming up close, but no cigar a couple of times too many. We accept that. I feel like there's a lot of points to play for. I feel like if I look at the team we're putting out tomorrow, it's exciting. It's probably more of a Wanderers team than we've seen in a long time, and I feel like we won't be where we want to be yet with that, but I feel like we are really working towards that now. So I think that's a good time to head. But disappointment. All of us woke up on Wednesday morning thinking, oh no, did that really happen? But listen, we got 3 points out of 2 games against a team in the playoffs, or just outside of that. Mm-hmm. And now we focus on the next game in a busy month.
Yeah, absolutely. The games come thick and fast. We'll talk about Bournemouth in a second.
Yeah.
But obviously you had a session with the lads yesterday. I know you've just mentioned that you're looking forward to seeing the team that's been named for tomorrow.
Yeah.
How is the squad looking? Obviously Mac has had his ACL surgery now. We wish him well.
Mac ACL, Baz is out still. Briggsy's back in training. Everybody else pretty much fit. So that's where we are now. I think you have to sort of form a little bit and get back used to playing together and stuff like that. Get that sort of continuity in terms of fitness and sharpness back, and then that tends to turn into a sort of performance level. You form, then you perform, and with any luck, if you can keep them together, you can storm for a little bit and get some straight wins and really start kicking on. Long way from that at the moment, but like I say, the teams we're putting out now, and the benches in particular, we've got the benches. Tomorrow's bench looked really strong, and that's always the sign of a better period ahead. So that's where we are, and training was great. And then Bournemouth, looking forward to going there against one of the best managers in the league, and a club that I actually like. I don't say that as if I'm surprised, but I just feel like, just speaking candidly, you know, like I look at this division and I want to always manage our supporters' expectations. We're one of only 2 or 3 part-time teams. Well, 2 actually. We're newly promoted, our second year in a league where pretty much everybody gets relegated that goes in it. The champions, the year that we got promoted, went straight back down. You know, at the moment, I think 3 out of 4, the bottom 4 are newly promoted. We've got clubs in this division and managers like Luke, I think about Dev at Maidenhead, and the list goes on, that have done a phenomenal job keeping their teams in this division as full-time clubs, full-time professional clubs, and that's massively recognised by all of their sort of fans and followers, etc. And I just want to make sure that our fans and followers get in the real world as to like where we are as a club, surviving and re-engineering this club off the field in terms of the purchase of Meadowbank, on the field in terms of migrating to a bigger professional playing model is where we are, and I'm just sort of talking about that because I heard Luke's interview the other day, and he's been at Bournemouth 7 years, and their fans will really appreciate what he's done for that club, the success he's brought them, and what it takes to be in this division and compete. It is a tough gig. So I must reiterate to our supporters to manage your expectations with where we are as a club. We all get disappointed if we get beat, but be realistic, or you risk us turning into one of these other shit clubs where you see the way fans operate. This club's always been authentic. The fans understand where we've come from, and if we don't understand 12 promotions in 23 years, probably 3 or 4 of those are too soon. We are constantly trying to build our ground behind us and raise the finance to do so, and we should be really realistic with where we are. That said, we'll all go out there trying to win every game. We'll all be as pissed off if we don't. We'll all feel as under pressure if we don't. But let's get behind the boys, let's get behind the club and make sure we're realistic with where this amazing club is, and the good times will follow. Yeah?
Absolutely. And do you know what, Mark, on that note, obviously the fans, yes, we might see the odd thing occasionally on social media.
Our fans are incredible.
But they, But I mean, you look at Dagenham the other night. There was over 100 of them.
Amazing.
From all over. The noise they make, it's like being at home, isn't it? So,
listen, I'm talking 95% of people get it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I just don't like seeing the dickheads that don't, and I'd rather they didn't support us at all. Not really interested at all, because what we've done is phenomenal, continues to be outstanding, and we need everyone behind us.
Yeah, absolutely.
In a division that is like really, really tough. So. That's where I'm at with that. But I mean, listen, I'll shoulder everything, right? But I'm just making the point, I don't like dickheads. So they can come and speak to me, they're not happy. And I'll give them a little fucking education on what it takes for 23 years to do what we've done. And also look at other clubs and where they are after 110 years. Yeah. And just to show some respect and get real with it.
Absolutely. And on that note, if obviously we've got a sports coach tomorrow, going to Bournemouth,
yes.
And there's a handful of seats left. like Marc said, let's all get down there. Let's get behind the boys and create some noise. So if you want to book a seat, dwfc.co.uk, get on there. Leaves at 11:15 from Dorking, so you get there in good time to have a drink with the fans and enjoy it, and let's make a day of it and look forward to it.
And our fans have been amazing all season. Let's be really clear about that. Incredible. We've been putting in best part of 2,000 to home games every single time now. And that's a massive home support, and that's not just from local people but all over, and the comments I get positively and everything are unbelievable. I don't like people dismissing our club as ever being anything other than what we are, right, which is a massive success story and a real flag bearer for really what can be achieved in football.
Absolutely, Marc. Well, look, on that note, thanks for your time as
ever.
Mate. Good luck tomorrow.
See everyone at Bournemouth.
Look forward to it, and we'll see you again next week.
Cheers. Mate.